here, Sniper Elite 5, the brand new game made by Rebellion. And I'm gonna give you all sort of a review slash tips kind of video today. And spoiler alert, I am doing some of the campaigns, so if you don't want anything to be spoiled, click off the video now. So as you can see up in the top right, what I have just gained is a skill point. And in this game, it is much more different than Sniper Elite 4. You are going to need a lot more things in this specific game. Like, just more knowledge. So, with these skill points, you have 3 different sections. You have combat, equipment, body. Equipment, it's just for ammo and all that kind of stuff. Body allows you to manage your heart rate and all that stuff with health boost. And then here you can just do kind of whatever. So what I've learned to be the most helpful is right here in equipment. If you are just starting the game and you want to be good at the campaign and you use a lot of ammo and you need a lot of ammo at a lot of times, but you can't get it from just searching the corpses and all of that after you kill them, I recommend you getting the equipment option, like the equipment section, because in here, as you can see, it says scavenge weapon ammo. So what this will allow you to do is, after getting that with 1 skill point, you can come up to these people, pick up their weapon, and take their ammo, which I've already done it with this weapon, so I can't really use the ammo. Now, something else you want to know about this game is the snipers. They're much different. So if I wanted to shoot that, see, it's not going to automatically explode. It takes more than just 1 shot. Like, it'll sit there on fire, but it will take more than 1 shot. So if you really want to cause a big explosion, look around for just smaller explosion barrels or boxes or stuff like this. And let's see, something else is on the map. You will see icons that are like this, that kind of looks like an eye. Well, that is marking vantage points for you. And as you can see, there are 3 on this map. This is the 2nd mission of the campaign. And overall, this game is just much higher quality and just much better than Sniper Elite 5. Textures are updated, and every German has their own sort of, like, I don't know, it's like it's like they have their own texture in a way. Now, you saw me shoot that guy in the leg. That was on purpose. I was trying to show you, but sometimes you can injure them.
To find Muller's
so right
office.
here's a great example.
See what I can find about
so
this
it gives you
special
stats in the
project.
bottom right before you pick up a weapon. Probably don't want to pick this up because look at how much worse it is. So see, I can take the ammo. I've gained 5 rifle ammo by taking it out of that gun. Alright. So something else you want to know about this game is some people, oh hey, you can drive a car in this game. No, you can't. Don't listen to them. They're lying. So watch, I can walk right up to this. All you can do is sabotage and booby trap. I've already heard people say, hey, get this game, you can drive in this game. Alright, so there you go. See, he's injured. So he most likely won't try to actually come. So what you want to do is you just want to focus on the other people right now. However, if you do get close enough and he is within range, he will get it. Alright, now those alarms, what will happen is everybody within the audible range area will come for you.
Gotta get out of here before I'm
Now,
outgunned.
I believe they made this game much more realistic, and Sniper Elite 4, you just don't get this kind of experience with the realism and just the all-out in-depth they went with audible range and accuracy and just all of that stuff. Because now in this game, you don't just use silence ammo, you actually have to get suppressors and everything like that. So it's much more in-depth with realism than it just is with Sniper Elite 4. Now I'm trying to get myself knocked here while still fighting back, so that way I don't have too many enemies to kill. But I will show you what it is like whenever you go into the, let's see, let's go back into skills. So in here in skills, right, I have to find it again. It's somewhere in here. Is this it? No time to bleed. I thought I already got that. Guess not. Is it over here that I got it? Well, I know I did get it already, but I'll go on and get it again. No time to bleed. So, in this game, you don't just automatically, oh hey, you've been shot, you've got no health, you fall to the ground, boom, you're dead. You can use a med kit, which I'll show you here in a second. And what will happen, come on, not gonna get to
I need help.
Oh, there we go.
I'm bleeding out.
Alright, so I'm down on the ground bleeding out. Now, I can pull out my gun. I can still shoot while I'm bleeding out. Now, they will still attack me while I'm bleeding out, which is the other thing. So you want to clear the area, hold R1, heal yourself, get back up, get back in the fight.
Cross Kumla off the list.
And here we go again. So, the game does, it's like a second chance in a way. And if you're brand new to Sniper Elite, please don't go for just the hardest difficulty thinking it, oh, well, this is just another tactical game. I've played like Rainbow Six Siege and all that stuff. No, this is much, much different. And let's see, let me go back to skills. So as you can see, that is no time to bleed. And I have set this up for my specific way of playing. You can set this up however you want, but what I've done is I've given myself an extra item slot to give myself an extra grenade because I've found myself to find lots and lots of like grouped up people. And then over here I got the health boost because I tend to run in a lot, not caring who shoots me, so I got that. Over here got steady hand, so when I get shot it doesn't really shake the sniper. And then whenever I go to knife somebody, what this will do is when you run up and you kill somebody by pressing triangle or whatever console you're on with that button, it will stab them, which is a takedown, and whenever you do that, it will have automatically searched them. So that's what I tend to do in this game. So you set this up however you want. And another thing I recommend is going around and searching the officers, because I've noticed that sometimes when I search them, they give me codes to saves and all kinds of stuff for secrets. And if you don't search them, then you might have to use a satchel. So, he moved right there. So see, I'll just go on and take him down so he's automatically searched. See, no usable items because he's already been searched. So let's go. Okay, there's nobody on this side. Alright, so you can sabotage other things. So see, this game just has a lot more just to it. And right here, see how that's just wood? Boom, I can shoot through it. Now I can't fully remember if you could do that in Sniper Elite 4 or not, but well, you can in this game. Pretty sure that's all on tips and tricks, maybe not, who knows. Oh, if you're going stealthy, here's what I also recommend. You want to increase range of focus, you want to increase your health, you want to increase your heart rate. You basically just want to increase all of this in body because it will just allow you to run and have like a lower heart rate overall, have extra health just in case you do get caught, and you can focus on them more and just all that stuff, and you can recover your heart rate faster. If you're doing stealth, you can increase item slot. If you go in stealth, I guess you really don't want to increase like more explosives to get yourself caught. You probably want to do more decoys and more special ammo for like silenced ammo. As you can see, he's holding a suppressor there, so definitely want to do that. Let's see, so I guess increase item slots and more decoys and special ammo. Here, swift hands and steady aim is a really good one for stealth, because what it will allow you to do is even if you are getting shot at and you have been caught, you can still like not shake as they shoot at you. And swift hands will just allow you to get out of the area quicker and not have to search them, and you can just go on and carry them somewhere to hide the body. This isn't a really good one if you're going stealth because you aren't getting shot at. Combat medic. I mean, if you're going stealth, you won't really need to use that unless you go down easily. I recommend doing No Time to Bleed and Combat Medic if you are good at, or not good, if you are new at the game. So if you're new at the game, definitely want to get these two. And then these, they don't throw too many grenades. What I've learned is if you sit in the same spot for a long time, they will throw grenades. So if you're just that sniper that's going to be sitting up in a tower the whole time where it's easy for them to throw grenades to, you might want to get that. If you're good at setting up traps, definitely get Quick Trap. Alright, let's continue with this mission. So here you can see the map, not much different. So as you can see, Molir's office will be somewhere in, I don't know why I said it like that, in the Chetateo, however you say that. So what I need to do is go over this way and go up the stairs. One thing I've also learned is when one person shoots, so study the guns in this game.
Missing a scope.
If you have a good memory, study the guns.
I can work with that.
Like if you can study the guns, study them. Not to the point to where you're like, oh my god, this game is so boring, I hate studying the guns. Just like get a general idea of the audible range and what it looks like. So whenever you're near an NPC, you know if you can run up and have them shoot and they won't alert everybody. So you always want to make sure that you will not alert anybody if you are doing stealth. Now with me, I've played Sniper Elite, Sniper Elite 2, Sniper Elite V2, Sniper Elite Remaster. I've just played a lot of them.
Closed for repairs.
Alright, so sometimes you can find bolt cutters for these. And don't worry, you don't need any materials to pick lock as of right now. Not sure if they will add them in the future or not, but you don't need them currently.
This must be the damaged attic space. Can make my way into Molir's office.
Sometimes you have to actually fight your way through because sometimes I feel like it's impossible to do it.
A hidden room.
Alright.
Molir's one crafty bastard. Not here.
You always want to look around because see there's things like this and sometimes it doesn't mark them, so you just have to look around for absolutely anything.
Nothing.
See, sometimes I do jump around like this just because it does put a marker. Oh, yep, see?
False wall panel. Sneaky bastard.
There's another skill point, so now I've got to think of total. No, because I used one.
Kriegsmark, friends in Japan.
So you just want to pick up absolutely
how many
everything
connections
in here and
in
check
the Axis does
everything.
Molir have?
Sometimes I found out when looking on Hitler's thing, and if you get the DLC that is, then you can sometimes find stuff.
Got what I came for. Time to link up with the resistance and get out of here.
Alright, so they're now looking, so they don't know where I am. So a good thing in this situation is now it's easier for me to escape unless they somehow see me. Now, how do we get out of here? And if you were wanting like weapons, tips and tricks, then it's gonna have to be after this mission. Alright, I'm just gonna run for it. Now see, something I do wish they would do is you could drive in this game, like, if that car has already been active or truck or whatever they were using, and it has already been active with a key turn in the ignition, and they're already driving, then if you kill the people, I wish you could hijack that vehicle. Because if you could, it would make this game going around just a lot easier. Except they can have like the audible range really, really far. Which then will make it so you can drive, but you can get caught. Which will be for more people that are just like, oh, hey, I'm ready to get to that location, and I'm not afraid of what's in the way. Right. Alright, so as you can see, we just completed campaign 2. I'm gonna skip this in case you all don't want cutscenes to be spoiled. So right here it tells you what you did more. So as you can see, I did more of an assault lethal strategy. Now what it means by lethal, of course you all know lethal means like killing. Now you can get non-lethal rounds and just injure them and they will walk away. Right? So if I left more like injured people walk away and I didn't kill them, then yeah, I would have gotten on the non-lethal side. Now if I went around and I didn't hardly get caught, no alarms were raised or anything like that, I would have gotten stealth. Now this screen doesn't matter, doesn't affect you whatsoever, so don't worry about that. Don't try to go for just one thing. Alright. Now here you can see I got another skill point. Throw back. Alright. So I'm going to focus on getting deep breath because I use the sniper a lot. So here you can see where you customize your sniper. I'm going to... Okay, I can't do that. It's alright though. So here you can see this says non-lethal incapacitation, and it's quieter. So what this does is it will most likely just injure them unless you shoot them like square between the eyes or, you know, somewhere like that. Unless it doesn't, don't get me wrong, I've never used non-lethal because I'm always in there to kill and get the mission done. And as you can see, there is a audible range. So if you want to know the audible range, go into your scope, look at the person you're going to shoot at. If they are within that audible range and you shoot, they will hear you. But anybody outside that audible range, this is 101 meters. They could be 102 meters. They won't hear it. They'll die, their buddy. If they're around somewhere, they won't hear because they're out of audible range. Now, armor piercing, on the other hand, it penetrates metal and stone. So I've got that so I can shoot people through like metal and stone if they're in a truck and stuff, and it allows me to take down cars easier. I recommend great visibility, multiple zoom. Okay, actually, no, because this one, yeah, alright, so the reason of multiple zoom options is because it will just allow you to, if you're looking at them and they're too close, you can bring the zoom level out and it'll just be much easier. So this goes from 3 times to 8 times zoom. So if they're far away, you can zoom in, shoot them. If they're real close, you can zoom out and shoot them. So this is just a great one. And even though it says poor aim stability, you can see that I've basically got my control maxed out. Here you can see the heavy parkerized barrel is allowing more control. So if I go up here, which is the standard, it just allows more rate of fire, more mobility, but this brings up the control by a bunch. Rate of fire with a sniper does not matter because usually you are far away, but with this sniper it's not too bad unless you were in like a big situation with like 10 to 20 people. Here you can see I've got my muzzle. Oh wait, actually I unlocked this one just now. Okay, so the audible range goes up with this one. Something you want to keep away from is going up with audible range. You may not think 162 meters is that far, but trust me, 135 is still pretty far. So you definitely want to go with the Halcon 43. With this, just keep standard. You don't need much ammo unless you want to go for like power. Then you can go for overpressure magazine, but you better learn how to like control it, and you better make sure that you're outside of audible range. But it will also decrease your magazine size. As you can see, decreases from 5 to 2. But it will be pretty good if you have some people that are really strong. But that will be later in the campaign. For now, you just want to stick with what I'm showing you. Leather pad will allow more control. I guess just stick with leather pad all the way through, because none of this is... What's this? Heavy... Yeah, no. Just stick with leather pad. And you can also use your right joystick, look around the gun if you want. Really like this gun. Alright, match bolt. So, you definitely want more power and control. Like I said before, rate of fire does not matter. So definitely go with match bolt. This, you set it however you want. If you ever get it, you set it however you want. Now here you have two snipers in the very beginning. You have the M.1903 and you have the SREM-1. Now I recommend the M.1903 customized. Now this, you can see that I've put stuff on it. Now if you were looking for a more one where you can be closer and it has a higher rate of fire and higher mobility, I recommend going with this. Because this is more like one of those, hey, I'm going to be rushing in and I'm not caring about stealth or sniper positions. And if you really want to be like an actual sniper, go with this one. This is more of your type of gun. Now with this, you probably want to use either iron sight or the number 32 Mark I scope with multiple zoom levels. This one is if you just want to make, I don't even know. If you use this, good luck. Here, honestly, this is going to be, yeah, because this is going to be close up. So let me just show you. So there. This is what you want to set up if you're just going in to rush and you want more rate of fire, more mobility, and roughly the same amount of power as a sniper. Let's see, do we have a magazine? Yes, we do. If you want to do more damage, go with the overpressure, but that will only bring you down to 4 bullets, which is going to be pretty bad. Okay, now that I've showed you all this, we will move on to what I think is the better SMG. Now if you're just wanting more power, more rate of fire, definitely go with the M1A1. But here I have the armor piercing. Now this will bring down your audible range by a lot, but you're always going to be within 100 meters of the person, maybe even like 50 meters, because there's no way you can just snipe someone with this gun. So really audible range doesn't matter if you want, unless you want to make sure like their friends won't hear them or something. Special ammo too, can't help you with that, haven't got it yet. And then here, just have standard. Definitely want more control with this gun. This gun is a gun that you're gonna want more control with. Here, again with the control, you've got plenty of mobility. Just go with control. With this gun, the recoil is pretty easy to handle, but just go on and go up with the control. Now here, this takes about 3 to 4 bullets, unless you hit them once in the head. It will not take too long to kill them. Magazine size is pretty good. Now, as you can see, there's only one zoom level, of course, because it's iron sight. So let's go on and move on to our handy dandy M1911. As you can see, audible range goes down. You're never ever going to be outside that audible range when shooting anybody with the SMG or the pistol. So just go on and get some armor piercing rounds so you can penetrate through metal and stone. Here, keep it an iron sight. If you're going to use a sniper scope, I don't even know what is going on inside your head. Here, I haven't really unlocked anything, but let's say you want to do more damage, go with overpressure. If you want more control, go with OSS rifled. Here at the muzzle, if you have a suppressor, it originally gives you a suppressor. And if you're just wanting to be that person to not be caught, definitely use the suppressor, but I'm more of a loud and proud person, so I go with the none. Magazine, again, if you want more like power, if you want to kill them quicker, go with overpressure. Now don't get me wrong, whenever it comes and I unlock it, I'm definitely going with overpressure because this gun does not kill them as quick as you think it would. It does take a few bullets. Just most I've seen I've had to use is 4, but I did miss one, so roughly 3. Rear grip, definitely go with the quick draw grip. The quick draw grip will allow you to have more mobility, and then with the receiver you want to have a higher rate of fire and control, which will be with the lightened bolt. And that is it for the guns. I carry 1 medkit, 1 bandage, 1 grenade, and I just have a slot empty here because I still haven't thought, and I'm going to use the bandage. Shut up, I'm making a video. And then here you can have a revolver or a well rod. Revolver is just for more power, and the well rod, if you want more control and more mobility, you can go with this, and you can still put a suppressor on this, I'm pretty sure. Can you? Well, yeah, there you go. That is only 8 meters, so definitely use this gun if you were looking for stealth. I cannot stress this enough. Use this gun for stealth. No other gun can do that great. Now this, oh, well, I have to change it back to my gun. So this is the class that I use. I'm doing pretty good. I don't ever go down, but wanted to show you all the no time to bleed so that way you would understand what it is like. So I'm going to go with this because I get shot at a lot. Alright, you always start out with Carl, good old Carl. Here you can unlock headgear. None of this really matters, doesn't give you any benefits, doesn't give you any bad things, nothing. So here you can just see most of these say complete all campaign missions, progress to level 9. That's all up to you. Have fun with that. Here you can see there are 9 campaign missions. First one took me about 30 minutes. Second one took me about 15 minutes. Maybe 20 minutes. This one, not sure. But the campaign so far has been really great. Great sniper positions, great everything. Wolf Mountain is if you get the DLC for target, for here, however you say that. And in there, you will always find Hitler in his estate. If you sound the alarm, he will go to escape in his white car, and if he does escape, he will go to the garden house, or he will actually leave and you will lose the mission. So definitely go for him. As you can see, I've done all of these on civilian very easy, just so I can give you all a rough idea of what it will be like. Out here, there's a thing called Axis Invasion, so let me turn that on. Forgot to turn that on before. Here you can see there is a actual game mode called Axis Invasion. What will happen here is you can set up your class and everything. All skills are maxed out automatically if you pre-order the game. Not sure if it's like that if you just buy the game, but good luck. Sorry. And let's see, so if you do invade, it will take you into a player's campaign and you can kill them. Now this is if you're going to be a dick and actually go kill somebody. So here you can see I've really buffed my sniper. This sniper's looking really good. And let's see. Sorry. Here you can see I gave this the most control. Doesn't need too much. And no, this is not the golden skin. Unfortunately, in this game, they don't really have a Master's skin as of yet. Possibly they might have one in the future, but it's only desert tan and green camo. Hopefully they have some in the future. Maybe, maybe not. Pause the video if you want to see what I'm using, but in my opinion, this is the best loadout. So I'll just show you each one. Pause the video now if you want to see it. Alright. Let me get it here. Pause the video now if you want to see it. Then here you got the Model D. Pause the video now if you want to see it or use it. Alright, here I've got just the standard items, 1 medkit, 1 bandage, 2 grenades. Now you can't really change these, of course, so you just have to go with. Here you get 3 starting people. You get the engineer, the infantry, and the just normal German infantry. Here I just recommend just go with the normal German infantry. What this allows is they won't notice you, because you will just look like any other NPC. Now, if you're really good at the game and you somehow get 100 kills as an Axis invader, I'm 100% using this, because they won't hardly see you in the grass or in the bushes, because if you're in a bush it's going to be really hard to see you. And keep in mind, they will still see a glare of the sniper. Now here I'm just again using German infantry helmet, so that way they will not see me. Now if you want to use the German infantry helmet black, get 7 kills, that's all up to you. Now, nobody really plays the game with Axis Invasion on, so I have not found any game where it allows me to use Axis Invasion. Recommendation for survival is you definitely, for now, want to do like quick match or browse games, because it is going to be really difficult for you to do this solo at first. Multiplayer, if you're new to the game, definitely do campaign, do a couple survivals first, then introduce yourself into multiplayer, because some of us have played since the first game and it's going to be very difficult with people that have played the game for a long time. Now you're probably wondering what these two are, since I have not said what they are yet. Finding a co-op game will just put you in a game where somebody is also playing the campaign, either same mission or mission before you. Not 100% sure if it will put you in a mission after what you have not completed. If you host one, you can host any mission. Don't plan on anybody joining, just to be completely honest, unless someone is actually looking. Now out here, let's go to options. HUD, this is what mine is. Accessibility, I have subtitles on because sometimes it is very hard to hear them. I've turned this off. I am colorblind, but actually none of this really is the type of colorblind I am. But you all can see exactly what that is. I've turned aim assist off. Aim assist can really mess you up in this game. My sensitivity is really low. Just don't question it. Turned all tutorials off. If you're brand new to the game, you definitely want to have all tutorials on. Menu text size, I recommend just keeping it at medium unless you physically can't read or you need glasses. Motion blur, you want to turn that off. You just want to let the game have the blur of your eyes unless you want it to be more realistic, which for me, I'm just wanting to play the game. Don't really care too much about realism, but it's not like I just want it to be pixelated or make it look like Minecraft. You want this off. Right here, the binoculars distort, you know what I mean? Yeah, I still can't say that. So, if you're looking in the binoculars, basically anything that's outside that circle of the binoculars will be black, as if you were actually looking in it. Only have it on if you want it to be realistic. My recommendation is to keep it off. So, definitely keep it off for now. Definitely keep it off for now, so that way if anything happens. And then in here, dynamic range audio, you definitely want this to be high. Do not put anything below high. If you do, you will not hear them. If you don't want to deal with toxic people in chat, turn this off. Okay? But have all of this to 100 so you can actually hear the people. Controls, you set this however you want. If you want to not deal with like a bunch of troubling issues with your aim, turn vibration off, because sometimes the vibration can cause you to to mess up. Sprinting forces stand. You want to turn this off. This means if you are crouched and you start running, when you stop running, you will then crouch again. Unless you do not want to crouch again, then you can press circle. But this would definitely help if you were wanting to do stealthy and you were having to hide behind a wall and nobody's looking. It will save you the trouble from having to try to quickly do it. If you're playing on PS5, you probably want to turn off adaptive triggers, which will then allow you to just smoothly press down the triggers. Now if you have this on and you press L2, it will stop you about 75% of the way, but it will cause you to not fully be aiming down the sight. And it will do the same thing with the trigger. It will have like a little thing there where it will stop you from actually pulling the trigger. So I have that off for me. Now, if you want it on for just the normal trigger, you can turn it off for the aim, but I just want it off for both, so I just turn it off in general. With the game, I allow access invasion because I feel that some people play this game for that, so I want them to actually have a reason to play the game. Here is the bad part. So, I had to do Central America because I could not figure out, like, why it was not including Kentucky, so I just did Central America, because that's where most of my friends are, because you can see Florida, Texas, and all that stuff. Now, you just choose whatever you want to be, but most players are going to be Central America and, like, East, or North America, West, and all of that stuff, so if you want to join servers like that, definitely choose one of those three options, unless you want to just be around people like you. Here you get 4 sections. In these 4 sections, you can choose between campaign, axis invasion, survival, or multiplayer. Wait to do multiplayer. You want to level up your campaign and your survival. Campaign sort of levels up with your survival. I mean, not really. You can see that I have a bunch of skill points because I've gotten them in campaign. So, for some reason, when you get skill points in campaign, it also gives you them in survival. Now it might just be like that all the way around. So I'm just gonna go on and set myself up the way that I usually set it up. There. Now you definitely want to level up those. Axis invasion is really only if you want to go mess with people in their campaign. So I've showed you all the weapons and all that stuff. Now I'm gonna show you service record. With the emblems, this is if you're doing really good, and as you can see your campaign rank and multiplayer rank. Now, this is different than Sniper Elite 4. It is 2 separate ranks, so when you do campaign rank, you get just that specific section of rank. It will also show up in survival. Multiplayer rank is much more difficult to get. Now over here you can see that I've got a bunch of collectibles and all of that stuff, just normal medals. So this is just like the normal collectibles you used to be able to get in actual Sniper Elite 4. Now if you were confused or anything, then I agree that, well, this game is very confusing at first, which is why I've made this video. So if you played Sniper Elite 4, you will know that the screen originally had a shooting range where you could test your weapons. This game, however, does not have that. Now, if you want to sort of use something like a shooting range, I recommend you do a survival solo so you can test your guns on those people. Now, the other thing that was there was different types of survival. So you had like, or not survival, like you had different things where you could do team deathmatch, capture the flag, capture the points, all that stuff. Now here, this is where you will find all that. Free for all, team deathmatch, squad match, custom games. If you're wanting to do 1v1s, do a custom game, something I have found really fun is to actually go in with your friends and actually do custom games like snipers only and all that kind of stuff. And unlike in Sniper Elite 4, you used to be able to create custom games in Sniper Elite 4 and level up your guns by going in there with your friend and shooting each other to level up your weapon. Well, you can no longer do that here in Sniper Elite 5. So if you think you're going to get around the system once again and level up your guns by going into a custom game, And doing that with your friend, you cannot do that this time. So that is basically it, unless you want to know. I mean, that's really it on Sniper Elite 5. You got your 9 missions of campaign, 10 if you buy the DLC. Showed you a great loadout for when you first start the game. You've already seen that. Here's basically the same thing, except you get a few more people that you can start off with in survival. Here's just headgear. This. In multiplayer, it's not really too much different from the players you could have chosen back in Sniper Elite 4. Here you actually get roughly the same amount of people, and as you can see, look at the detail in their face. It is almost as if you were looking at a GTA 5 character. Now, if you look real close, you can see the very close detail they spent in just the detail of their clothing, their face, and everything. So overall, I think this game is much better. It includes a lot more texture, a lot more opportunity of stealth, a lot more opportunity of actually being a sniper. And this game is just overall worth the money that you would spend on it. So, I give this game 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 if you want to just say that, because they don't have really all the stuff fully fixed, because there are some problems in the first mission. Now, in the first mission, if you want to do all the secondary targets and stuff, there is some doors that if you walk into them, they're not fully solid, so then they don't open and you just fall through the map and you die. So we'll give this game 9 out of 10 just for the little bit of problems like that, but overall 100% worth the money. I 100% recommend buying this game, but if you want to go old-fashioned, buy Sniper Elite 4 and play that game. I wish you all good luck and have fun playing this game, and just take the tips that I've given you, and hopefully you will do great. Alright, have a good day, everybody. Goodbye.